Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark III and welcome back to the Ashes of Empire campaign on From the Depths. I have rebuilt and recovered from what was lost when the previous file corrupted, so I should be good to go. I have upgraded all of my extractor derricks to the 12 configuration, which I didn't do last time, so all zones are harvesting a bit faster. And I'm also using my new recording program setup again, which I'm not too satisfied with right now because effectively I have 3 different recording programs running at the same time in addition to the main game. So it feels a little bit stuttery to me, even though the recording system claims it's running at over 30 FPS, sometimes as high as 50. So I don't know. C'est la vie and all that. Now, as you probably noticed, there is a slight lack of a certain wooden vehicle that I created at the end of the last session. And don't worry, I have actually done what I said and I have rebuilt that. So, it's just a case of getting it in and getting it built. Load in vehicle. Go to YouTube from Ashes, and here we go. The Scuttlebug AMC. Now, I looked at the naming suggestions you guys gave me, and Scuttlebug is the one that gave me a chuckle, so it's like, hey, let's go ahead and do that. And then I also like the suggestion of AMC, which is for Armoured Material Carrier, which this thing definitely isn't, because it's got no armour at all. But yeah, I liked it, so that's now the vehicle type. This is an AMC type vehicle, and it's the Scuttlebug version 1. Though technically it's version 2. Let's get that in and get it rebuilding. And I better pull it out of play just so I can start fixing up. Where's the repair button? I know there's a repair button. Oh, yeah, there we go. Start repairing. I don't know what that little drone was, but the game does that sometimes. Anyway. I couldn't resist poking and prodding at the design as I rebuilt it, so it's kinda almost exactly the same vehicle. It's got the same weapons, it's got the same purposes, it's got the same shape, all that kind of thing. But this Scuttlebug AMC is about 12% more expensive than the one I finished in the previous video. Because quite simply, it just costs that much more, like 400 or 500 resources more. I don't want that. I want to actually grab onto the Scuttlebug, so I better spawn that back in. Play it. Oh yeah, that's coming along wonderfully. But something else I did, which you've probably seen me doing with the in the other series, which I was doing to the actual cookie wagon, is I have gone and I have been reshaping the hull. So the hull is a bit more rounded. I've added some embellishments, like there's these random pipes around here, and there's metal gantry just on the back for appearance's sake. It's got a rear end at the back now, and some radiators and stuff. But I've also been tweaking with its internal performance and things as well. So unlike the previously finished version, this one has got full repair box capability, so it can fix itself up. It's got repair tentacles, so it can fix other vehicles up, which I forgot to add. You didn't hear me say that. I added everything first time around. Of course I did. It's the same in power. In speed, it's actually slightly faster. It can go up to about 23 now, rather than 21, so slightly faster. It's actually got a predictor on its cannon, so the cannon is fully usable in manual control mode. So a slight improvement there. But most significantly is its primary purpose, which is the harvesting and storage of resources. Let's get underneath this thing and quickly show you. As you can see, the underside has changed its appearance quite a bit. Rather than having 2 shorter rows of gatherers, I've got 1 big row. It now has 10 instead of 12, so it's slightly slower on the harvesting. Though the resource pockets won't mind, 10 is still enough to mine them completely out, so yeah. Won't have much of an effect there. There's also a couple of repair bots under there. But most significantly is its resource storage capacity has been vastly increased. all in the same size of vehicle, so that is a good addition, I think. These derricks here can not really hold that much. I mean, they hold 6,500. That's not much at all. Not really. The previously built Scuttlebug, that could hold up to 41,000. This upgraded version can hold up to 55,000. So, yeah, big improvement there. It can hold more, and it can fulfill its intended purpose, which is... This thing is supposed to go out to temporary resource pockets and mining zones and harvest those really quickly, and then it's supposed to come back when the zone is depleted, so that it's not a permanent mining solution, not by any stretch of the imagination. And it needs an escort, it can't survive much. But it's supposed to sit on the zones, harvest, and then you can just pull it back and send it somewhere else later. So essentially, the entire purpose of the Scuttlebug AMC is to replace these derricks which are sitting around out here. And because it can keep itself fully supplied, unlike these derricks which are quite quickly running out of fuel. So that is also a concern there. Yeah, those are going to run out pretty soon. But anyway, let's get into AI settings then. I need resource mode. The Scuttlebug, I'm going to leave that with no requirements at all for keeping or sending away resources, because it's supposed to be a stock vehicle. Actually, no, what am I doing? I want you to send away your fuel, I want to send away your ammo, I want you to send away your energy. Resources, I don't care. You're supposed to be... No, wait, no. You're the harvester. You need to send away your resources as well. So the Scuttlebug is going to try and empty itself off onto anything that's within resource range all the time. And that's what it's going to try and do. So yeah, that Scuttlebug is now fully armed and ready to go. So there's no point in doing anything else with it. I can just pull it out of play like that. And then I'm going to tell it to wander off up to this resource zone over here.
On my way.
And that is where that Scuttlebug's home is going to be. Yeah, as you can see, max speed 22. Not too bad at all. Now, I need to build a new one. But there is something else I need to do as well, which is going to be the next thing I'm starting in this particular video. I need to get my resource operation actually off the ground. I need resources coming from where the Scuttlebugs are going to be mining to me, so I can actually start working and getting things going. So, it's time for another vehicle. But this is again a temporary affair. The Scuttlebug is so bad in general because it's a temporary thing. This one is also going to be very, very temporary. So it's not going to be much of anything at all. But even so, you guys get to name it, so aren't you lucky? Right, what I'm doing here is I'm going to build a resource carrier vehicle, which can go out, get the resources, and then bring them back to my central location, which is where all of the basic construction and production of vehicles and stuff is going to be going on. So I'm going to be making something fairly small, like that big, so yeah, it's not going to be big at all. I'll get back to you as soon as I've got something a little bit more worthwhile to look at. Well, I think you can see what I'm doing with this one now. I've built a overarching kind of skeleton design, and then hanging underneath is where I'm putting all of the resource storage and stuff like that. There's still a fair bit to do, like I need to add controls, I need to add power, I need to add a way for it to get to back and forth, I need an AI, which would be quite helpful considering this is supposed to be fully automated. But really this is a smallish craft which is not meant to be used for anything except go here, get resources, come back, and that is all it's supposed to do. So that's why it's a really simple, really cheap one. Though for completion's sake I am adding in the actual control capabilities as well, like that. Actually, would it work if I did it like that? No, I'll just leave it like this. Block down one. So yeah, there we go. a nice little control system on the front, so it's got manual control. And I think I'm going to make this one actually an RTG powered system, though that would be that will add to the cost of it just a little bit by 750. I mean, what is it right now? It's only 316. Actually, no, let's not add the RTG. Let's go ahead and make this a fuel-powered vehicle. Yeah, fuel-powered vehicle sounds fair. But this thing is not meant to take part in any fights or anything like that. It's just a simple harvest gatherer, and that's all it is. I think I'm more or less done with this thing now, actually. It just needs a few more embellishments that I want to add to it, but it's got 62,000 resource storage, it's got some fuel, it's got a fairly efficient engine, and the question is, can it actually move? It can. Not very well though, but it can move. Oops, might need some more wheels for this thing, because it's really, really slow. I didn't actually think of that. Might need more wheels. Top speed of 9, but yeah, I'm going to add some more wheels to this thing so it's got better traction and speed. But for the most part, this little thing is actually done. Yeah, I'll just add a few more bits and pieces and then we'll have this thing finished. And it is done! Our little resource carrier is ready to roll. I've beefed up the number of wheels to 3, so it's got a top speed of roughly 16-17. It can still turn fairly well. And I've also added a load of pipes and things to give it a more complex appearance. So, you know, it looks more like I made the Scuttlebug AMC. I don't have a name in mind for this vehicle at all, so again, go ahead with suggestions and things in the comments, and I'll pick something from those to call this tiny little thing. I don't normally go for appearance builds, to be honest, but I'm quite enjoying this. I've got this resource stash on top of it. I've got a little ladder on the back made by missile gantries, in addition to all the pipes and things I just mentioned, and I've got this little seat on the front where I can sit and control this thing. And it looks like it's meant to just drive up, pick up a whole bunch of resources, and then wander off again. That's really all it's meant to do. Oh, there is actually a Heartstone buried in here as well, so it still works for keeping the player alive if Heartstones are enabled. Let's get the control back. Yeah, it's topping out at nearly 16.5, and oops, bang. Silly me. Let's pause it there. Now, last bits of editing for this thing. Go to map mode. You are unknown, but I need your resource controls anyway, because you are supposed to pick up as much fuel as possible, and you will not have any settings for anything else. You can't carry electricity, you can't carry ammo, you can carry resources, but you're meant to be as a dumping / collecting stockpile, so you're not meant to do that. You're really not meant to do much else. And I think that about does it for this particular craft. Now I just need to save it. Turn off resource mode, thank you. Save the vehicle. And back into my files folders. You are not going to be named right now, so you are just a small resource carrier. I will rename this as soon as you guys give me something to call it. Yep, that should about do it. Small resource carrier is right there, and it does look vaguely similar to the Scuttlebug AMC, so it's definitely from the same family of vehicles. Speaking of the Scuttlebug, while this has been going on, let's go ahead. The Scuttlebug has arrived at its destination, so
yes,
I'm going to get up here. I'm going to move the Scuttlebug. Oh, now I want to select the Scuttlebug, not the...
yes, on my way.
I have got the Scuttlebug selected, right? I think. Oh, never mind. I'll just play it all.
Yes,
Oh, wait, they were both played. Never mind. Okay,
On my
now
way.
I will play them all.
Yes.
I'll teleport to the Scuttlebug. And hop out, because since it's now up here, the platform which it has come to replace is completely superfluous to requirements. Though admittedly the Scuttlebug has been keeping the platform online, or it would have been if I'd had the platform in the same group. I have not. Still, Scuttlebug's going okay. Platform, though, is going to die. Bye-bye, platform. You served well, briefly, but now you are gone, and the Scuttlebug is taking over your role. What do you mean you're not in fleet movement mode? Go
Rolling
here.
into formation. On my way.
Yep, get yourself in position if you please. And that's it. Scuttlebug is actually ready to go. Now I just need to actually get the harvester carrier set up to go and do stuff. Let's go ahead and teleport back to that thing. Yes, I know you're doing fine. Okay, now let's get my home base. Set you to group 1. Yep, you are going to grab all material you can gather from absolutely anything you can. Okay, the Derek is going to grab fuel. And so set to group 1 as well. I don't know why these groups weren't set up, but they weren't, so that'll get that exchange rolling. The vehicle, you're meant to say full fuel, full ammo, half resource, yeah, that's fine. Don't really care about energy, so you keep that as well. I don't even know if you have energy. But right, those resources are now flowing. That's good. That harvester is running. Now I just need to get this thing up and running as well, which this needs patrol mode, in fact. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot something very, very simple, very, very silly. My new resource carrier doesn't have one of these. It doesn't have an AI system installed. Whoops. Okay, install the AI just in the top there. Actually, it needs that so I can have a card slot on it. Cards and slots, yeah, like that. You are connected, aren't you? You're not. Fine. I can't believe I forgot to install the AI on this thing. After all that. So that's fine like that. Then it's dropped down here and needs a AI land movement algorithm. So there we go. This thing is now ready to go. And it doesn't need any of that at all, because if this thing gets into a fight, it's going to explode very quickly in a highly comical and explosive manner. So yeah, keep this thing away from fights. That is basically all there is to it. No fighting allowed. Not for you. Now I better save that again. Save it, yep. Did that wipe it picture? Nope. Okay, right, that's all saved. Okay. Now, fleet move. Oh no, it needs patrol mode. They will follow patrol routes that you can set up. Weapon control is enabled. Well, it has no weapons, so it doesn't really matter about that.
On my way.
Now, I need to set you to go to here, so you can pick up from the resources, so I better just pull that thing out of play, actually. Because they have terrible turning circles on these things. Maybe I should look into doing something about that. And I better pull you out of play as well, because you're crashing into things. Yes, yes you are.
On my way.
Now, why can't I set patrol mode for you now? Do you have to be spawned in? Yes, you do. Okay, patrol mode.
You have control.
You'll go to here.
On my way.
Then you will go to, I hope this works, Shift, go to
On my way.
here. Yeah.
I need new orders.
No, you don't. I don't know how to set up patrol mode, okay? I've never done this before. Because I've always had a single fleet rolling around, everything set up properly, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not entirely sure how to set up patrol mode. I'll have to look this up. Which is a shame, but you know.
Rolling into formation.
Wait, are you trying to go up there now? That's not what I want at all.
On my way.
Yeah, I'm going to have to learn how to control these things, because as long as I've played the game, I've never done patrol mode. Ever. At all. Yeah, just play you there.
Turning off.
Yeah, you can just park there for the moment. Let's actually get another scuttlebug loading in, because we do need a second one to replace that other derrick. So load me another scuttlebug, and as soon as this thing gets built, it can go out and replace the derrick in the other location. So yeah, I'm afraid that is also roughly all the time I've got, so stop flying, please. I guess as soon as you start building them, that's... hey, stop rolling. Stop it. No. Bad. Stop it. That's upside down. Maybe I should just use vehicle flipping spawners or something. I don't know. There we go. Finally got into the control chair. Oh, this is going great, isn't it? Oops, nope, stop. This thing is pretty darn responsive too. And this thing is upside down. So let's go ahead and flip that. And that will be the last thing I do for this particular video. There we go. The new Scuttlebug is being built as we speak. So yeah. This has been Iron Mark III. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. And please feel free to give me any name suggestions you might have for this little minnow of a resource carrier. Honestly, this is a very small one, but I think it'll serve well for the time being. But yeah, I'll catch you some other time.